This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 2166. 5 Strategies for Finding Joy in Motherhood, Even When You're Stressed Out, by Amber May with ericaLane.co. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, and thank you so much for being here today. My name is Greg Audino, and I am with you every single day of the week, including weekends and holidays, to share articles with you that talk about relationship building. These articles talk about the different types of value we can find in relationships, tips to approach them, and of course, the different types of relationships that we have. So we do cover it all, and today we're going to be focusing on parenting. So let's get to it as we optimize your life. 5 Strategies for Finding Joy in Motherhood, Even When You're Stressed Out, by Amber May with ericaLane.co. Have you ever noticed that when you have kids, everything is an emergency? But I wanted the cup filled to the top. You gave her a bigger piece. My project is due tomorrow and I forgot about it. You have to help. And it's not like as moms, we don't have emergencies of our own. We are, after all, alive. Some of us are wondering where the next paycheck will come from. Others are fighting to keep our marriages strong. We face depression, illness, and the overwhelming feeling that we are not enough. Even when we simplify our lives, even if we've said no to overscheduling our kids and donated the extra clutter in our homes, life happens. It's stressful. It's hard. There are days when we just want to hide in the bathroom with the door locked. Then someone mentions joy. Oh yeah, this motherhood thing is supposed to be about joy, isn't it? How can we find joy when everything is falling apart? How can we find joy when a chorus of high voices are crying for us? We've got big problems weighing on our minds, and the mom guilt is creeping in because walking across the floor of the living room is akin to walking through a minefield with Legos, blocks, and Barbie dolls. Sometimes the joy doesn't come, and that's okay. The downs make the ups that much more sweet. But if you feel like you only experience the downs, then maybe take a step back and try one of these methods for finding joy in motherhood, even when you're stressed out. 5 Strategies for Finding Joy in Motherhood, even when you're stressed out. Number 1, connect. The other day, I noticed I had hardly made eye contact with my son all morning. So I did what any sane woman would do. I got down on all fours and started barking. My boy has a thing about dogs. Within moments, he was in my lap asking for a bone, and any stressors that had kept me from noticing him that morning melted away. Between refereeing, cooking dinner, and managing the chaos, when was the last time you connected with your kids? It's so hard to feel like we're doing a good job when we aren't spending any quality time with our loved ones. If you don't enjoy playing on the ground, try finding something that you do enjoy. Read to them, tickle them, sing songs, or turn on the radio and dance. Connect. Number 2, get outside. Sometimes a change of scenery is all it takes to release the tension and get back to loving your life. If you can't get outside, try going to a friend's house or your mom's, or even the playground at the mall. Number 3, reframe. Reframing is a cognitive therapy that has been around since the 1960s. Basically, it's changing the way you look at a situation. Earlier this week, my daughter decided it would be fun to stop the sink, turn the water on, and go outside. I learned about her strange experiment when I went downstairs to trade out laundry and found it was raining. The water had spilled out of the upstairs sink, dribbled its way out of the bathroom, around the corner, into the vent, and down to the basement. My first reaction was to scream, but I figured it's better to laugh than cry. So I reframed it, and I kept repeating to myself, this is funny. This is funny. This is definitely funny. I avoided a meltdown, and eventually my mind followed suit, and I was able to see the humor in the situation. Number 4, practice gratitude. Focusing on what you do have, rather than all of the things that are not working, can help you shift your mindset. But this isn't something to only work on in the moment. Taking the time every day to see the positive in your life is an important aspect of creating a good life. One way we practice gratitude at our house is by answering gratitude questions every morning at the kitchen table. I ask the kids to answer questions like these. What are 2 things that make you happy? Name a person that you love. Name 2 things that you are grateful for. I've seen improvement in my kids' attitude since we started, and I'm a calmer mom too. And number 5, let it go. Take a couple of deep breaths, in and out. Now let it go. The guilt, the crazy high expectations, the repetitive thoughts that race through your mind, reminding you about all of your worries. Let them go. I believe words are powerful. We become our words and our thoughts. Sometimes when my positive thought generator is broken, I'll try a mantra. One of my favorites is, I accept. I accept where I am. I accept my children the way they are. I accept my husband the way he is. I accept me. Motherhood is stressful, but at its core, motherhood is joy. It's the joy of watching your kid learn to read. It's the butterflies that dance in your stomach when little hands grasp your face and pull you close for a big wet kiss on the forehead. It's the pride of seeing your child own up to a mistake. Sadness and stress are there, but it's the joy we'll remember most when our kids are grown and gone. So let's savor it while it's more than a memory. You just listened to the post titled, 5 Strategies for Finding Joy in Motherhood, Even When You're Stressed Out, by Amber May with ericalane.co. And be sure to stick around for my comments in just a sec. Okay, and a big thank you to Amber for this post. To me, her bullet point about gratitude goes hand in hand with the note she ended on, about the joy we'll remember when our kids are grown and gone. Now, I don't know about you, but the easiest way for me to extract gratitude out of tough situations has always been this kind of perspective. Knowing that the fun parts of this time of life are finite, and thinking about how I'll appreciate them down the road when I won't have them anymore. I also tend to look upon my past as always being simpler. So, knowing that the challenges I faced weren't there to stay, and sort of laughing at how I let them get to me in those times, that I was too focused on them and lost that perspective, again, of them being fleeting times of life. And I think parents can take these same approaches. Finding gratitude now, knowing that the joyous parts of raising children won't always be there. And also maybe envisioning ourselves laughing at all the stresses of raising children once they are grown up and we're reflecting. So think about that, parents, as you look to focus on the joys of parenthood. It's time to wrap things up for now, but I thank you for coming and staying until the end. Enjoy your night and be sure to join us this weekend for more content, where your optimal life awaits.